In this video, I want to share with you just how I was able to build my dream life and business, right, simultaneously at just 21 years old. So if you have no idea who I am, my name's Christian, and a few years ago, I dropped out of college to start a marketing agency. I scaled that business up to a point where I didn't really enjoy it, and I wanted to really live out what I envisioned my dream life to be. And today, I live in a dope apartment in Miami. I have a really cool Ford Raptor, and I just get to do what I want to do every single day. And I think that's the most important thing, is having freedom. And that's what I'm going to show you here. I think a lot of people either, trying to get started in online business, they have a money constraint, or the people that are already making money don't even enjoy what they're doing and they're stuck in the trenches. So this video will be valuable for you, and at the end of it, I'm going to give you some actionable stuff to tie together everything I'm going to be teaching you right here. So basically, it's a 3-step framework. So there's 3 steps we're going to cover right now that if you implement each step, your life is going to change. It's very, very simple, and I'm going to give that to you right now. Before I show you this 3-step framework, as I say right here, it's absolutely crucial that I show you what my nightmare life in business looks like. Because for everybody, you have your own individual goals and you have your own set of beliefs and what you want to accomplish in life. So I am just sharing with you my experience. Okay, so my experience might be different from yours, but hopefully you and I are a little bit similar and I could just map it out for you. So this is the first thing I'm going to do for you right here. You have to get really clear on what your nightmare life in business looks like. So what is like this reality where you're running a business and you have your life that's just absolutely awful and you hate it? You have to get clear on this. It's the only way to implement these 3 steps I'm going to be showing you, because this gives you a baseline to view your life and say, I don't want to do this, right? And so for me, I took a 7-day trip. I talk about this all the time. I have a video on my channel where I went to a cabin and just wrote all this stuff out. So I did this a year ago. But for me, I realized that my nightmare life in business would be working, 12 to 16 hours a day. That's awful to me. Another aspect of a nightmare life in business is working with clients I don't enjoy. It's very simple, yet a lot of people still do this, right? So if this is in alignment with you, you're like, hey, in my dream life, I don't want to be working 16 hours a day. I also don't want to be working with clients that I don't enjoy working with in the first place, okay? Another nightmare aspect to my life is having low profit, right? Having really cool Stripe screenshots, and maybe some of you can relate to this. Really cool Stripe screenshots, but the money in the bank isn't going up, and you're spending a ton of money on useless garbage things. Another one is having a business that runs my life. I want it to be the opposite way around. Right? I want my life to fuel my business. I want to be able to do what I want when I want. And a lot of people talk about, having time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. But a lot of people that get into online business, they end up not having any of it. Like maybe they solve the money constraint. Maybe they do have a decent profit, but you don't have time freedom. Like you're working like a dog. You have a huge team. You have a bunch of clients you're putting out fires for. You're going to like the ends of the earth to deliver a service for clients. And you're in your own rat race, right? That's a whole thing that's going on. Is if you're in the agency space, like there's an agency rat race. The same way how we believe that, the education system is a rat race and they're teaching you to become a 9-to-5 employee. It's the same thing with the gurus and the YouTubers in the SMMA space. They'll tell you this lifestyle of, getting to 500K a month, getting the Lambos, getting the girls, the yachts, and they've kind of brainwashed you to think like that's what you actually want. And for me, that's not what I want, right? And I'm going to get here in a second, but these are some aspects of my nightmare life in business. Working a ton, working with clients I don't enjoy working with, having a low profit, and ultimately, just not being fulfilled in what I do, right? I want to have passion. I want to, at the end of the day, I want to be able to wake up, like today's Monday morning. I woke up today driven to sit down on my desk and make this YouTube video because I love creating content. And I love the clients that I serve. And if that's not the same for you, then maybe it's time to do an audit. And that's, again, what we're about to do here. But what I want you to do is actively do this with me. So take out a notepad, take out something to write down, and just clearly map out what does your nightmare life in business look like. And it might be different from mine, and that's okay. But once you've done that, we can move on to step one. And step one to changing your life in business to get it in alignment with what your dream is to map out what that actually looks like a year from now. So I'll tell you what I've done. I've mapped out what my business and life looks like a year from now, 3 years from now, and 10 years from now. Okay? And just for this exercise, I want you to do it a year from now. So you could call this like your 1-year manifesto, and this is something I did a year ago. Again, write down exactly what your dream life and business looks like a year from now. And one thing you're going to notice is it's the opposite of what we did right here. So for me, I realized that I wanted to work, roughly 4 hours a day. Am I here sitting here telling you I only work 4 hours a day? No, I enjoy working. I have a very simple life, right? Subtraction leads to success. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but I have a very simple life. I go to the gym, I hang out with my girlfriend, I go to church, I play video games here and there. And so I love working because it's like I have so much time. But I want to be able, this is key right here for this one, when we're talking about what I want my life to look like when I was mapping this out a year ago. It's working when I want on what I want. And so if you're stuck taking calls with clients and team and putting out fires and customer support and all this stuff, you're not able to work when you want on what you want, right? So this was a big one for me in terms of mapping out what business aligns with this manifesto. So the first thing is 4 hours a day. Second thing is high profit, right? I want it to be very profitable, a lot of money hitting the bank account. I don't care about revenue numbers. I don't care about Stripe screenshots. I don't attach my value to a revenue number. I don't have an ego when it comes to this. I simply have a lifestyle that I'm after, and that's the only thing I care about. I don't care about what anybody else thinks. And that leads me to the next point, is that a year ago, I realized, I was doing about $30K a month in revenue in my marketing agency, that if I could just simply get to $30,000 a month in profit, that's all I wanted. A lot of people are doing these numbers in marketing agencies and, different online businesses. You're doing 10, 20, 30, maybe 50, 100 grand a month. How much is actually profit? Like, how much are you profiting genuinely? Right? And it's funny because everything I'm writing down right here, if this is similar to you at all, I'm living it now. And I'm here to tell you that, you don't need to set these goals of getting to 100 grand a month and the Lambo and all that stuff I told you. You're brainwashed. You're in this agency rat race that gurus are shoving down your throat because they want to sell you this 7-figure idea, whatever it is. It's a bunch of BS. At $30K a month, if you do the numbers, you have that apartment you want, you get that car that you want, you could help your parents if you want, and you could save up and start your real estate portfolio as well. That's at least my plan. But it's 4 hours a day. It's having high profit. It's doing about $30K a month in profit, working with dream clients. Now, I need to mention something here. It's, when people think and they're working on their offer and they're trying to figure out, well, who's my dream client? A lot of people just go to the prospect in your industry that has the most money. And it's not always true. It's actually not true at all. That's not who your dream client is. What I have found after working with a lot of agency owners, a lot of people starting coaching businesses, is that your dream client is typically somebody that is very similar to you. Like inside of my coaching program, Spartan Scaling, every single client is very similar to me, right? They're between the age of 18 to 25. They like to go to the gym. Maybe some of them, believe in God. Some of them eat steak and eggs, right? Some of them don't like to go clubbing. Some of them like to travel. And these are all little aspects about who I am, just genuinely to the core, who I am, what I stand for, what I enjoy. And every single one of my clients has something that they could attach onto me. Some characteristic, some trait where they're like, hey, Christian's my guy. And so you need to figure out who that person is for you, right? Who even are you? That's another conversation you have to figure out. Who are you? What do you enjoy? What do you not enjoy? What are your goals? What are your hobbies, your passions, your interests? When you're clear on that and you use that in your marketing, you're only going to attract that type of person. And it's, the dream client is somebody that is similar to you. Point blank period. If you work with like really old people and you've never experienced this, like, because I worked with old realtors and it just didn't click for me. I didn't have great client relationships. I wasn't fueled to serve these people. If you've ever worked with someone that was similar to you, you know that that was the best client relationship ever. And so for me, these are key aspects right here of just what I wanted in my business. I wanted to be able to work 4 hours a day, or when I want to work on whatever I want to work. I want to have high profit. I want to be doing 30 grand a month in profit, not 100, not 150. For my lifestyle, 30K a month in profit is all that I needed when I mapped out what that lifestyle actually looks like and how much it costs. And ultimately working with dream clients to get amazing results and that I'm fueled to serve when I wake up on Monday morning. So go ahead and map out, what does this, life and business look like for you a year from now? Get clear on that, because that's going to serve into step 2, which is a question. What needs to change in your business and life right now to make this a reality? So this would be the audit part, where you currently just take a step back and zoom out. If you're running a business, you're in the trenches just trying to figure out how to scale. Ask yourself, why are you scaling? What are you scaling? Are you scaling something that you hate? Figure that out, because you can't scale it. You can't scale something you hate. You're going to end up destroying it. It's going to be self-sabotage. You have to fix that demon before you go and scale. And so you want to go ahead and do an audit, and I'll show you how I did this, right? Again, it's a lot of subtraction. So when I was auditing my business, I realized like, hey, I'm going to stop working with realtors, because that's who I was serving before. And I just straight up didn't enjoy it. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to stop working with these people. I'm going to stop doing things. Sorry for my handwriting. I'm trying to go fast. I'm going to stop doing things that don't fuel me. Okay? So I'm not here to tell you that I don't do boring things in my business, but I do outsource things that are just not my zone of genius. I want to be in my zone of genius. I want to do the thing that drives me. And right now, it's creating YouTube videos and working with one-on-one, getting on calls with my clients. Okay? That's the stuff that fuels me. So a lot of it is removal. It could even be like from your personal life. Remove bad habits. What I need you to do here, and this is what I did, is just, again, look at your day-to-day. What does your day-to-day look like right now? And what do you not enjoy in that? And what could you remove from that? Remove things from your business. Remove that service delivery that's taking you way too long to fulfill for clients. Remove that guarantee that you know is not reasonable to hit for clients. Remove your team of 20 people maybe it's just destroying your profit and you don't need that many people. Remove all this stuff if it's in alignment with your 1-year manifesto that we worked on right here. Okay? So go ahead and do a self-audit of your business right now. And that's going to lead you to step 3, which is the most important part. And I'm going to be giving you my strategy on how I built this business right now, which is to take action towards your vision. And so what I realized is that for me, I wanted to work with people that were similar to me, dream clients, around my age, driven, and that were just a few steps behind me in their business so that I could provide value, serve them one-on-one, and help them hit this vision that we're working on right now together. So I realized that. And that led me to building really an offer that's towards those people that are 18 to 25 that have these traits that are similar to me. And the next thing I had to figure out, so the first thing I did to take action towards this is work on my offer, aka, who I'm helping. Once I got clear on this, the next part's simple. I had to figure out traffic, right? And I'll write it right here. I had to figure out traffic. I had to figure out, how am I going to get these people that I know I want to work with? I know it's in alignment with my vision, my impact, and the fulfillment that I want to have. How am I going to get these people to know who I am and what I have to offer? And it's very simple. All I did was make a YouTube channel. Okay, and this is something I recommend every single one of you watching, if you haven't done already, is go and create a YouTube channel and start documenting. Start posting, start sharing value to the world and to specifically these people that you want to help. I started a YouTube channel and I took action on it. I posted 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week for an extremely long time until one happened to blow up. I made the transition out of my marketing agency and I started helping people that came to me in my DM saying, hey, Christian, I want to work with you. How do I work with you? How do I work with you? Okay. I took action on this. And then the final part was to serve my clients. And so when you get a clear picture, right, on like, how do you take this idea of this dream life and business? I'm not saying your dream life and business is a different business you're in. Maybe you just have to audit it and fix, Band-Aid up the holes in your ship. But once you have a clear plan on this, it's very simple. You have to restructure your offer towards who that dream client actually is. You have to figure out traffic. And for me, the best place to do that is a YouTube channel. That's why I'm able to have a 93% profit margin every single month and hit my goals and live this life I'm living. Once you figure out traffic, you simply have to figure out this step right here, which is conversion. And for me, it's very simple. I have a Calendly link in the description where you can go and book a call directly with me. If you want to join Spartan Scaling, if you're like-minded to me and you want to build a business to 20, 30K a month in profit, work 4 hours a day and serve dream clients, you could literally just go down below into my Calendly in the description and book a call. And that's my whole business right now. People overcomplicate the hell out of it. It's very simple. My traffic comes from my YouTube channel and my conversion comes from my Calendly in the description where people book a call with me. And that's where I close, 60, 70% of people, because the people that book a call, they've been watching me. They know who I am. They know what I'm about. They know that I'm their guy. And so it's like, why can't you build a similar business? The answer is you can't. Okay, you could sit here on a Monday morning drinking a white girl Starbucks drink and make 30 grand a month in profit, have little stress in your life. I still have stress. Okay, I'm not, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But it's just such a simple business. That's aligned with my mission, is a simple life. Where I don't have to worry about the price tags of things. I could do what I want when I want. I could be where I want when I want. And I could, take care of my parents, get that truck I wanted, get the apartment, and be fulfilled. Have passion in what I'm doing. That's what drives me. A lot of people are lost. And here comes my rant. So if you're still watching this, I'll give you a little applause because you have a good attention span. But, the people that get the Lambos, the people that get the yachts, that, have all these models and, making 100 grand, 500K a month in revenue with low profit, these people aren't fulfilled. These people aren't driven. What's happening to these people that are living this lifestyle that they're selling you is that they're running a business that they don't enjoy. It doesn't bring them passion and fulfillment. And what happens is they have to externally find that passion and fulfillment somewhere else. Whereas opposed to me, I'm very clear on who I am and what I want in life. And I was similar to you. I got sold into that lifestyle. And it took me, a long time to audit and figure out what do I actually want a year from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. But once you're clear on that and you build that passionate and fulfilling and profitable business alongside going towards that life that you want, that lifestyle, you're going to have it all. You're not going to find validation from the outside, from people seeing your Stripe screenshots and how much money you're making and, bragging and stuff. You're going to find that inside with how it is impacting your clients, leaving a change on the world, leaving a real impact. You know what I mean? If you haven't seen the video I made about, what do you want to be remembered for when you die? I'll pull up a card right here. You can go watch it. But ultimately, to summarize here so that you don't just click off this video and then have no idea what to do, get clear on what your nightmare life and business looks like. Write it down. What does this nightmare life look like for you? And what is the business associated with it? Next thing is to map out what do you want that life and business to look like 1 year from now. Be creative. Truly do this to your core on who you are, what you want, how much money you need to be making, where you're living, etc. The next step after that is audit your current life and business and see what you can remove or subtract to get closer to that manifesto. And then ultimately take action on the plan, readjust your offer, figure out your traffic, implement the same conversion mechanisms I'm using, which is a very simple sales process. And then you're going to be on your way to getting to 20, 30K a month. in profit, which I think is where most guys in their 20s really want to be. So if you want my help doing that, you could book a call below on my Calendly link. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.